Does English oral examination seem daunting to you? Don't fret, as we have some tips for you to better prepare yourself for the oral examinations. There are two components for the oral examination: the reading aloud section and the stimulus-based conversation. For the reading aloud section, students are given a passage and they have to read to the examiner, and students will be presented with a visual to discuss. For the stimulus-based conversation section, students could be given an advertisement, a photo, or a graph. Now the examiner will then ask 3 questions related to it. Now some tips when taking the exam. It's your body language. When entering the examination room, take note of your body language, as positive body language is important to make a good impression on your examiners. Remember to greet your teacher politely upon entering. Don't slouch when sitting down, and make sure to maintain regular eye contact with the teacher throughout the examination. So for the reading aloud section, you need to utilize the preparation time fully by taking mental notes on any difficult or unfamiliar words and decide beforehand on how you want to pronounce it. Practice as much as you can by reading the passage to yourself quietly. And note the important words to stress on when reading aloud. Remember that it is more important to be fluent than accurate. Keep in mind the tone, intonation of the words, and add suitable emotion to the sentences to make them sound interesting. You need to read aloud and read confidently at a steady pace. Don't rush. Now you also need to try to avoid repetition, hesitation, and reading the passage monotonously. So, the next part, stimulus-based conversation. The first question is usually focused on the visual and involves a choice. The second and third questions are loosely related to the topic, and the examiner might ask for your opinions for the third question. During preparation time, you should fully make use of the time to think about what topic it is going to be and ask yourself questions the examiner might possibly ask. You should also think about other possible topics that are related to the visual and prepare on how you're going to answer the questions. When answering the examiner, don't stop at yes or no. The key to scoring higher marks is to elaborate on your answers. You need to explain more. Now, avoid being repetitive as well, and engage your examiners by using relevant, useful phrases, good vocabulary, and personal stories in your answers. Apart from the tips that have been mentioned earlier on, it is important to keep on practicing to improve on your oral communication skills. You can practice reading aloud at home by recording yourself reading, and as you are listening to the playback of the recording, note down any mistakes you made. You can also let your parents hear the recording and ask them for your feedback to help you improve on your reading skills. For stimulus-based conversations, you can practice asking yourself questions and time yourself to answer and elaborate within a minute. Well, hope you have learned a few tips from us, and good luck for your oral examinations.